It's Yay, and it's my commercial.
This is real juice. Juice Tone, 100% fresh squeezed.
Hello and welcome. I am Juice Ton, and today I am just so excited, not only because this is my very first time being in front of you in this wonderful format, but I am getting to talk with you guys about one of my favorite shows growing up. And that, of course, would be Teen Titans. So if you're one of my younger viewers, when I say the word Teen Titans, what may come to mind is Teen Titans Go. And Teen Titans Go is a new version of the show that is more fast-paced, more laugh-based, and it's a show that is just trying to get you to chortle, you know. Oh, that was funny. But the original Teen Titans is a show that is very dramatized. I recently had the privilege to watch a couple episodes, and it just absolutely floored me how good it still was. You know how when you watch old shows, you may be scared because you're like, maybe I was wrong when I was younger. Maybe this didn't, maybe I was just a kid, you know, maybe my baby brain couldn't comprehend good or bad, and you watch it and it's absolute dog water, you know? So I was just so happy to rewatch this show, and just it just hits so good. It's so impactful. I can't wait to talk with you guys about it. But before I get into that, I am going to be giving out a special thank you to my 58 subscribers who have stayed with me for the past 15 years. Thank you very much. Sadly though, I will not be posting a follow-up to my How to Play Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold on the piano tutorial.
Start off with a D, and then you go up to here.
But I do have a lot of plans for the channel. I hope that you might stick around and maybe see what they are. I'm going to be chucking some things at the channel, seeing how you guys like it. I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and my wife does get tired of hearing me talk sometimes, so I think this is going to be a great outlet for me. Let's get into it. So in case you weren't aware, Teen Titans is an animated show from the early 2000s. It stars 5 teens. Robin, the leader, he has all of the powers of Batman, but none of the wealth. There is Raven, who is a telekinetic, a psychic. I don't remember. I don't know how would you describe Raven's powers? She uses her mind to lift things. Is that not telekinesis? She chants a specific mantra, and then she can make things hover. So I guess that's her power. It's pretty broken. I feel like there's a better word for Raven's powers. But anyway, and then there's Cyborg. Cyborg is the tech guy. He's the guy in the chair, except he's not in the chair. He's out in the field with everybody else. He is a tech guy. He's the IT guy. He builds stuff. He figures out problems. He's building cars. He's building weapons. He's half robot, half black. So, you know, he's cool. Sorry. The next character would be Beast Boy, and he's green. That's his power. His power is green. He just makes everything green. No, but his skin is green, and he can turn into any different animal. That is his power. But the caveat is they are also green. So if it was like the scene in iRobot with all the robots lining up, and he had to hide, he would just be like a green robot essentially, and it would be really easy to find him. And then there is Starfire. Starfire is the glass half full, bubbly. She loves to help. She's always trying to make sure everyone's she's trying to have a good time, you know, grooving around. Yeah. Oh, and fun fact about Starfire is, she gets to learn languages through kissing. So where my boys at? And some girls, I'm sure. Can I get some kissers in chat? Who's gonna teach this chick some languages, am I right?
What we do here is go back.
You gotta imagine, I'm 5 years old at the time, or around that age, 5-ish. I just got home from school, I got my snackies, no homework. I'm sitting my ass down on the couch, getting ready to watch my favorite cartoon. And it's this amazing crossover between Static Shock and Batman. And we get to this point in the crossover where Static Shock gets the chance to talk to Batman and ask him a question. And of course, he looks around the Batcave and goes, "Hey, where's Robin? I don't see him. I know the famous duo, Batman and Robin. Where's Robin? Where's he at?" And Batman just, continues working and answers all nonchalant, "He's with the Titans." And I'm just sitting there like, the who? The Titans? What does this mean? Why would he say that? What are the Titans? What is that? Is that like some kind of after school club or something? What does that mean?
You'll meet him someday.
My young mind was just blown. I couldn't even comprehend what it would mean. My mind was racking. I was excited. I was running around. I was breaking things. No, I'm just kidding. What are these Titans? Who are they? And of course, I would not get the answer to that question in that episode. So I did what all young boys do when they don't get an answer to the question that has a burning desire in their heart. I forgot about it. 6 months after the crossover episode between Static Shock and Batman airs on Cartoon Network, and obviously I've completely forgotten and moved on about the question of who the Titans are. Then all of a sudden, while I'm watching commercials, like every child did at the time, the answer to my forgotten question presents itself with the premiere episode of Teen Titans. I am just absolutely so excited as a child because I remembered that, oh my God, didn't Static Shock say something about the Titans? The name of the show is Teen Titans. Whoa! What? He can just name things and they exist? This is a fictional character naming a thing that exists in my real life. That's so cool. That is blowing my mind that a fictional character named something and it really happened, okay? And look, there's Robin. And he's not just on the team, he's leading the team. Batman is just the absolute king of the undercell. I guess that's just the billionaire grind set in play right there. I honestly was just so excited. I couldn't believe it. Another new hero show. And this one seemed even better than the other ones. Not only were they just heroes, they were relatable. They were around my age group. Even though I was 5, 6, or 7, they seemed like people you could hang out with, play video games with, go to the arcade with, do stuff children did at the time together. And it was so much a breath of fresh air to have characters I, as a child, could relate to. Hero-wise, of course. Because obviously there's lots of cartoons with children that you can relate to. But a lot of the hero shows at the time were not relatable to me. Heroes like The Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman included, why not? They were untouchable. They seemed like gods. There was nothing those heroes could not accomplish as long as they came together, grabbed hands, and sang Kumbaya. They're great, but I can't relate to Superman. I can't relate to Wonder Woman. I feel like these are celebrities in a way, I guess. You can't talk to them, you can't be with them. At least based on the shows that I had to watch as a child with Justice League and what have you. But the Titans, they weren't like that. They weren't untouchable. They weren't invincible. More than anything, they felt like teenagers more than heroes. And that was so refreshing to me. The Titans used tactics and teamwork to bring down villains that honestly any A-list hero would have brought down in a 20-second intro to one of their movies or TV shows. But that power difference meant literally nothing to me because these characters were so impactful, so meaningful, and so awesome. These characters gave me the ability to have a new perspective on the world of DC heroes that I just didn't have with the other shows. Watching them work together, live together, grow together, and just problem solve together as a pseudo family, it felt so just a breath of fresh air, really. And to top it off, each time they solved a problem, the problem didn't just like isolate in that episode. It felt like if there was an ongoing issue, for example, like the issue would keep going episode through episode. It wouldn't just stop in one episode. Like for SpongeBob, for instance, if SpongeBob has an issue where he can't like find his shoes, you know damn well next episode he's going to have his shoes on because it's solved in that 15-minute segment. But Teen Titans, if a character is sad at the beginning or end of an episode, you best believe at the beginning of the next episode, he's probably still going to be sad a little bit or like working through that, just like in real life. And to me as a child, I know there were other shows that did this, but this was the first one where I really grasped the concept, and it really was just so much fun to me to like see characters grow and develop just like I too can grow and develop. So it was just so cool having a fictional character change and adapt and learn episode by episode. So I recorded myself in front of a camera and talked about the 3 episodes that I watched.
And it's gone.
So instead of doing a complete beat for beat and taking up an hour of your time talking about the show that I just want you to go watch, I'm just going to talk about a couple scenes that I just really enjoyed. So Robin becomes completely obsessed with putting Slade in prison, just like his old poppy does. Slade is the main antagonist of the show. He's the one plotting all the big bad stuff in the background. He's got the machinations in his mind, and they are an enigma to Robin. Slade knows this and is just constantly teasing Robin throughout the show, always standing in front of him, always talking to him, always reminding him of his presence, of his existence. Slade is always trying to get away from Robin, but like he's just playing hard to get. He's just like one step ahead out of choice. He doesn't want to get too far. He wants Robin to keep chasing him. He doesn't want to freaking gun it away and Robin give up. He wants to just inch in front of Robin, dangle up a little treat saying, "Oh, I'm right here, treat, treat, treat," and then just keep on running. There's this really cool fight scene in front of this sign right here. Like, check this out. And then just to show that Slade isn't like the other bad guys, that he does have ulterior motives, and to prove that he's just inching Robin along, leading him on, trying to get him to chase him, there becomes a point in the fight where Slade kicks Robin a little too hard, and Robin starts sliding towards the edge of the building. But right when Robin's about to fall to his death, who's that saving him? I just really like the juxtaposition of Robin panicking, hell-bent on stopping Slade. He is so gung-ho about stopping him that he doesn't even wait for Cyborg to let go of his cape to run after Slade. He's ripping it off of him, saying, "No, we need to catch him immediately." In a different episode, they are fighting in the middle of a desert. Robin once again is getting his butt handed to him. Slade is faster than him. He is seemingly smarter than him. He's always one step ahead of him. Robin just keeps on pushing, keeps on trying to get through, and just cannot land a hit. He's getting angry and angrier. Stuff's breaking all around them. So keep in mind, the whole fight, Slade is antagonizing him, saying, "Ooh, looks like we're so similar. Oh, you're so close. Ooh, can't catch me." And finally, he gets them. And Robin finally lands a clean hit on him and is like, "Yo, I ain't nothing like you. All you do is destroy stuff. I'm a cool guy. I'm a good guy. You're a bad guy." And then Slade's like, "Oh yeah, if I'm such a bad guy, how come you destroyed all these statues? The desert they were fighting in, the rocks they were destroying, turns out those were his friends the whole time. They were representations of his friends." He's ripping off Slade's mask once again to find out who the heck this guy is, always playing games with him. And it's a Star Wars reference. I really like Robin. He's fighting all of Slade's henchmen and just going ham. Like, he just runs in before his team is even ready to help and just starts gunning it, taking out all the bad guys. But it turns out just taking out all the bad guys isn't enough for Robin. He has to commit murder. Like, literally, he won't stop wailing on this guy. But it's okay, guys. It's not actually murder because it's just a robot. And Cartoon Network logic is, if it's a robot, you can do whatever you want to it. Now, the scene up next is probably one of the main reasons why I even made this video to begin with. The time when the machine they're trying to stop shoots the Titans and like injects them with some kind of nano machine, and it like attaches to their bloodstream. When I saw this as a kid, I was just flabbergasted. I was baffled. I couldn't believe what I was being shown. So the Titans get blasted with a device that infects their bloodstream with nanomachines, and you get to see the scene of the nanomachines inside of their blood attaching to their red blood cells, and it is the grossest thing I had ever seen as a child. This scene has stuck with me for my entire life. I have an irrational fear of nanomachines going inside of my body and being used against me. Oh, so you may be thinking, Juice, he just shot him with some nanomachines. They're just machines floating inside their blood. What's the big deal? I got plastic in mine. Why is it so bad to have machines in theirs? The reason Slade saved Robin is because he wants Robin. Titans are trying to stop Robin, trying to bring Robin back, saying, "Why are you doing this?" Because they have no idea. But Slade's all in Robin's ear like, "Fight them, kill them, rip their arms apart." And Robin's all like, nah, I'm just gonna peace out. So Slade hits the button and they just start dying from the inside. They start turning orange and red and start crying out in pain. You get to see an X-ray of their bodies and the nanomachines turning on. Oh my God, it's so gross. Oh, and you think that was the worst of it? While they're on the floor, dying, writhing in pain, Slade's like, "Hey, you know what'd be really funny right now while they're all dying from pain on the inside? If you use that gun I gave you earlier and shot your girlfriend in the face." Slade, come on, give him a break. Okay, so this is the last scene I wanted to talk about here. At the end of the nanomachines arc, Robin figures out which device is turning on and, killing his friends from the inside. He can see the device. He's figured it out. So as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, oh, it's Robin. He's gonna destroy that thing that's hurting his friends. He's gonna throw a batarang at it, or I don't know, do something along those lines, something Batman-ish. But no, look what he does. He just walks over to the device, causing them to die, and puts his hands on it, infecting himself. I get that it's cool, and I get that it's showing that Slade hates to lose just like Robin does, but this is so crazy to me. Why didn't you just destroy it? Slade also gets his ass beat so bad, you almost get to see his face. So that's pretty chill. That's pretty cool. One last thing I like, Slade seems to hit the cinematic self-destruct button. Hey, Justin the editor here. I just wanted to take a second to give a special thanks to you. So the fact that any of you made it this far into the video, it means so much to me. I had such a blast learning everything I needed to make this video, and I appreciate very much that you gave it a chance. That being said, since this is essentially one of my first YouTube videos, hitting the like button or shooting me a comment is a huge help to me. Oh, and in my free time, I do stream on Twitch and YouTube, so come drop in and say hi. Anyway, there's the juice. I will see you next time.